What is up, guys? Zan for Playbook.gg, and in today's video we're going to discuss those pass leading abilities that give you extra range on precision passing. Before we dive into this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the great tutorials that we've got headed your way here on the Playbook.gg YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome back. Now in today's video, we're going to talk about your pocket lead and your set feet lead abilities, basically talking about any pass leading ability that gives you extra length on your precision passing. So when you use the left analog stick to guide players into space, these pocket lead abilities are going to allow you to kind of throw them open. So you see right here, I'm throwing a curl up and it leads him field relative on the pass. It's throwing the ball to a spot on the field rather than a spot on the body. I think that's really the best way to kind of illustrate it. See how I can throw this ball and lead him upfield on a rack catch and turn a 2-yard route into kind of a 10-yard route. Now, Drew Brees has the set feet lead. You also have the pocket lead. These are abilities that a lot of players shied away from early in the year because they thought that they were kind of broken. There are going to be situations where the quarterback kind of threw the ball a little bit odd, led your receiver into trouble, and maybe even overthrew it so much that it was intercepted. So that was kind of the beef with Tom Brady early in the year. Madden Classic, you heard a lot of players out there saying that they didn't want to use the Patriots because Tom Brady's pass lead was broken. So it's mainly used, in my opinion, on routes that show the quarterback the numbers. So you can kind of see here, this is actually completely smothered and I have nothing opened. But basically any route like a curl, a smoke screen, a hitch, anything that shows the quarterback their numbers will get extra pass lead ability. So you can see right here how I actually led him into a bad area on the field. It's not just going to throw the ball body relative. It throws the ball kind of field relative. So you see in this area, there's like a pocket upfield behind Smith. I just pass lead up and lead him into that grass. I think that's really the best way to describe these abilities. You see right here, I'm ratting the hole on the cover too. I lead it up and inside and kind of throw it so he's picking up 10 instead of 3 on a hitch. These are things that you're going to notice with your short game with kind of these statue quarterbacks. This play is just all hitches. It's actually one of my favorites. I was running an offense with the Peyton Manning in his pocket lead and pocket deadeye abilities stacked together to make sure that I was constantly throwing accurate passes from the pocket with extra range on the throws. And I was running basically this play up and down the field for a good while on people. Now, the one area where it was getting me beat, obviously, is, face somebody that was really good at guessing your read and they were blitzing the house. That's why a lot of pocket quarterbacks are kind of slept on in the game, is people just feel like they're not mobile enough. And I tend to agree with that assessment quite a bit. So you see right there, there's our first example of a really badly thrown pocket lead. This will happen every now and then, but that's why I like to stack the pocket deadeye on top of it to make sure that those are actually fewer and further in between. So if you guys play Madden Ultimate Team, this is something that's going to allow you a little bit more success. Here's an example where I throw an outside curl and actually pick up a block from my other hitch against off coverage on the outside. This ability just basically gives you an extra 4 to 5 yards of lead on every single throw. So you see right here how I'm turning these into basically rack catches. It's not just a possession catch like it would be with other quarterbacks on the field. So let me go ahead and illustrate the difference. If I were to run the same offense with like the backup quarterback Teddy Bridgewater here in this example, you'll notice that it doesn't play the same way. So plus he's not nearly as accurate as Brees anyways, but we'll go ahead and show this to you. Random zone. It's not to say that you can't get some results, but you see how that just basically throws it straight to his body. That's the same throw I was throwing upfield for 10, 12 yards with Brees that I'm throwing here with Bridgewater. You can find the open receiver, but it just doesn't feel like I'm going to try to pass lead that right bumper upfield like I was with Brees. When you have that leverage where they're playing the middle receiver on the trip side to his outside hip, I was able to very cleanly throw that ball upfield and pick up big yardage. This was an up and inside pass lead. Right here, it's only 2-3 yards with Cook. So the difference between Brees and a Bridgewater from simply having or not having the ability is huge. You see right here, I'm trying to pass lead Kamara up and over the middle to turn that into a 7-8 yard grab, but it's still only going to be 2 or 3 yards. So when you use these pocket lead abilities, this actually kind of I wouldn't say it blitz proofs. It's going to make it harder to blitz these quarterbacks because a 2-yard hitch can become 7 to 10 yards relatively easily. So we go right back to Brees, and I'm just going to go random play and try to diagnose here. But you're going to see right here, See it right there, how they played inside leverage man. Now, man coverage against hitches, obviously that's kind of the antidote. So as we go random defense, there's just going to be situations where guys are not going to be open. But you see right there, there's a curl on the outside. I pass lead it outside, try to lead him upfield. This play, all hitches, is something that I ran quite a bit. So you see, here's an example of man coverage, everything kind of covered. I have to throw that ball away. That's fine. But as you go through, a lot of players are going to blitz 6, blitz 7, blitz 8, and they're not going to be able to really do that against that type of defense. Right there, that's just a bad pass lead. Man coverage is definitely the antidote. I kind of wanted to go to random defense. That way I'd see some man coverage so you guys wouldn't think this was an insanely OP ability. Right there's a zone blitz, and I was able to throw the ball and lead him upfield, whereas that would only been a 2-yard gain against the blitz without this ability. So you see why the blitz is so popular. The after the catch is just non-existent in this game, but when you add the pocket or set feet lead abilities, it actually gives you a much easier check down game in a very heavy blitz meta. So you see right here, there's Kamara. I kind of threw that pass lead up, and Richard Sherman was able to jar it loose. But rather than kind of beat a dead horse, I think you guys get the drift here. Basically, any route that shows the quarterback their numbers and they stop and turn around, you're going to get an extra 5 or so yards on your pass lead, and that's really going to open up your short game and kind of limit what your opponent can do from a blitz standpoint. If you like this video, check out one of the videos on your screen right now. And for more in-depth analysis, visit www.playbook.gg for detailed game plans written by pro Madden players. Master the game with playbook.gg.